Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Mia Moksha, here for the part 2 of July energy update, where we're going to look at 3 main energies. We're going to look at your romantic love life, as well as people in your life, money, career, your environment, your home, and the location, things around you, and then spiritual. And then we're going to go into the second part of this reading where we're going to look at what you can expect in good luck for you this month. The timestamps are below. By the way, this is for Lightworkers, and more specifically those that come across this channel, this reading, and even more specifically, more focus on those that have subscribed. So let's look at first what's going on in terms of your romantic love life. Ooh, okay. So the Ten of Swords from the future. All right, so there's something coming in. A new cycle that you're feeling now. This is an ending of some sort. Something that was no longer serving you, along with something new. So this is a really transitional month for a lot of people, where you may be ending a romantic love situation in order for a new love to come in. We see that for a lot of Lightworkers, starseeds, highly spiritual folks. This is the summer of love. I've been mentioning this is when a lot of people are finding their true love, especially those that have been on their spiritual path and have done their inner work and really found themselves and their purpose here. If you've been holding on to people from the past, exes, folks that you have little to no communication with, or if you've been in a relationship that you just felt stuck in, that you know wasn't for your highest and best good, that is coming to an end. For some of you, you've been kind of feeling this ending for a little while now, and it's just being kind of brought out outwardly for others to see more publicly, brought out to others to see and witness that, hey, this is over. It's going to be more obvious that this is over. Maybe there's a move, maybe there's they're blocking you, or maybe you're blocking them, or there's some sort of significant moment where it's just like, okay, the past is done in terms of your romantic love life. Yeah, in the moment. This is the Hermit card. So we did see that for a minute, even though this is like the summer of love, for a minute, a good minute, hot minute, a lot of Lightworkers are going to be kind of on their own for a little bit, really enjoying this time where you get to be yourself and have no one kind of bothering you. If you watch the first part of this reading of the July update, I mentioned that there's going to be a lot of people that kind of keep to themselves, that go in hermit mode, and these are people who are not awake yet or still in the process of awakening. They're kind of keeping to themselves, so you don't have anyone bothering you. That might be a nuisance. And also, there might be people coming to you for help and guidance, but they're not going to overstay their welcome. They might come through once or a few times, but just to genuinely ask for your help and advice. But you're not going to be hindered by anyone of a lower frequency. And so you're free to be kind of yourself. A lot of you are going to high frequency places, locations, homes, stays, vacations. You're going to be pursuing high frequency projects, hobbies, activities, exercises, classes, just routines, day-to-day routines, you're going to be able to expand your heart, allow your heart chakra and your crown chakra to be completely open and not be worried about anything of a lower frequency kind of coming in. So for a minute, you're going to want to have that space to breathe and just kind of get used to these new 5D energies that you're going to get a little preview for, beautiful light worker. But you, of course, know the reason this is happening is because something beautiful is coming in. And we see that there's a lot of setups happening. So there's a lot of, we saw from the first part that the people that are meant to come into your life right now, meaning your divine counterpart, platonic soulmate friends, and certain soul family members, or people who are going to hook you up in a network of resources, those have already been established, the line connecting them to you. And Spirit has said that like they're going to come in at some point. It's already set in stone. Community, yeah. So this person that is your divine counterpart or your next romantic relationship is going to come in a group or in a community. Either they're already in it and it's something that you join, or you two meet each other and then join a community, or you're in a community and then they join, or something. It's depends on your specific journey, but the chicken and the egg, what happens first, it doesn't really matter. It might happen simultaneously, but it really depends. It depends on the individual. It's going to be different for each person, but it happens around the same time. So you're not meeting this person alone. You might be meeting this person, and I mentioned in the last few months energy updates that I see very, very clearly most light workers at this time meeting their divine counterpart in the physical and a platonic soulmate friend. And both of these people are going to be in your life for a very long time. And so, yeah, there is. And then they are, if they're also a light worker, they are also going to have a platonic soulmate come in for them too. So there's like a real good group coming in for the both of you. And it might not seem like this person is your divine counterpart or your next romantic love situation at first. There's definitely a spark. There's definitely like, oh, I want to get to know this person. But they do come in with this friend. Maybe you meet both of them around the same time, or you meet them both in the community, that group that you go to, or join up eventually, or you create, who knows. But yeah, I do see that it's with another person. So in terms of July, I do see that there is endings with anyone and everyone that you might have been holding on to in terms of past romantic love situations. And there might be some endings that you didn't even realize that you were still hanging on to. Maybe they're still on your social media page and you're like, oh, why this person I haven't talked to for like 10 years, that's so weird that they're still on here. Maybe I should delete them off my account. Things like that. And some bigger ones where you might have some exes that you might still have a question mark on, or they had a question mark on you about, hit you up, call you. I did meet a beautiful young lady. I'm calling her a young lady. She was maybe just like a my age or a little bit younger. And I was telling her, yeah, I do like tarot, and I'm talking about science, and she was telling me, like, she's like, yeah, this is so weird. Like, I had like 3 of my exes hit me up at all the same time, and I haven't talked to many of them for a very long time, and it's so weird that it just all happened at once. I'm like, yeah, that's the kind of the energy right now. Like, they're probably coming up for you to like clear, to kind of tie up loose ends and just kind of review you get tested and you get reviewed, and then you get to have the new person come in. So I've seen it in action a lot with just new people, random people I met, and also Lightworker friends. So this is the energy for romantic love for July. It's beautiful because like you don't even notice it. You're just living life and you're just loving it so much that when people come in, you're not like freaking out to talk to them because they're like, this person is so perfect, or this person is so fun to hang out with, I hope they like me. You're so in your element, you're so in your own energy. We saw a lot of Empress energy in the first part of the July energy updates, and that's an indication that you're in your power. Whether you're male or female, you're in your power. This is a beautiful sign for love energies. It's a completely new, much grander romantic cycle that you're starting. It's a much higher caliber of romantic love relationships that you're entering. All right, so let's now look at the people in your life, just in general. This could be just energies you see around people that are close to you. It could be family members, co-workers, friends, neighbors. You'll probably see this energy somehow in the people around you. Okay, because they're often our mirrors, teaching us lessons or giving us channeled messages. So funny. I usually hear train whistles or car horns. But I feel like that's like one of those like concert horns. Okay. What's going on with people? Time to party. Time to party. Okay. The High Priestess. All right. So I feel like there's a lot of spiritual people coming in for you. It's like about time. These people were meant to come into your life at this time, and they will be with you for, some people are going to be with you for short term, midterm, long term in your life, but there's just a lot of spiritual people coming into your life, beautiful soul. Great sign. Okay, what are these spiritual people here for? Temperance. Wow, the High Priestess and the Temperance card. Yeah, these are people who are well balanced, and they're coming in because you're well balanced. Wow, there's so much power here. I feel so much power radiating off of you specifically, and then you're attracting people who radiate as much power as you do. You're attracting each other much stronger now. It's like you become a stronger magnet by becoming more of your authentic self, and you're attracting others who have become a powerful magnet themselves. It's like you two can't help but gravitate towards each other at this time. And I've mentioned this in a few months ago in an energy update, that maybe you saw a light worker every 1 in 100 people, 1 in 1,000 people. And now, just walking down the street or anything, or something, and then now you're going to see it more often, like 1 in 20, or, 1 in 50, depending on how many people you see. Maybe it's 1 in 10. Yeah, but you're going to see light workers or people who are awakened or more spiritual more often now. But I feel like these are heavy hitters. Like you're meeting up with people who are as powerful as you, as connected as you, as aware as you. Wow. Okay, so let's see these people in your life. 3 of Cups. Yay, that's friends. Yeah, because I heard I don't know, it sounded like a party or something, like some, I don't know, I felt like I got the vibes of those open air Jeeps and just kind of chilling with your friends, going to the beach and those, or something like that. I get that vibe of you're meeting your group, you're meeting your soul family, your soul tribe. And it's gonna start off 1, 2, maybe 3 right now. We're also just looking at July right now, so but I do get at least 2. So you do get your romantic love interest, and then also a platonic soulmate friend. And then maybe 3. The third person might be your love interest's platonic soulmate friend, or just someone else. But I do feel like you get 2, if not like 3 people that come in this month who are very, very strong soulmate level connections, platonic and romantic. Wow. All right, let's see. What is this energy that they're going to bring and build? We have 3 cards that popped, 2 cards that popped up, I mean. 4 of Cups. It's interesting that we went from 3 to 4. And then to the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like, as I mentioned before, you're attracting a lot of people who are in their personal power. And I mentioned in the first part of the energy update that you might start attracting a lot of people who are awakening or who've been awakened, who are maybe not as far along in their journey as you, and coming to you for your light. People just like being around you because of your energy. And so you're going to be weeding out people because it's like some of the folks are just there because your energy is nice and they want something from you. They want advice. They want to hear your experiences. They want to hear what they should do. They want your services, right? I also mentioned in the first part, like, yeah, it's not going to get annoying though. Like they'll know to like not overstep their boundary, but they are still fluctuating in their energies. They're sometimes in 5D energy and sometimes in 3D energies, and they're going back and forth. So sometimes when they're high vibe, they can hang around you, ask you questions, and then they, go back to low frequencies, and they, you're trying to help them out, but you're kind of like keeping your distance, making sure you keep your true few around. So you have your like foundation of like people who are your soulmates, high level soulmates who are going to be in your life forever, platonic and romantic. But also there's going to be people who come through that you might enjoy the company of, a conversation, a fun outing with, but you realize they're not kind of quite there yet, and they might actually need your help, and that's why you two are kind of brought together. But don't worry, I mentioned that they're not going to bother you, they're not going to overstep their boundaries. You're being protected. You're just getting acquainted with a lot of people being gravitating to your energy, because it's like you're fully shining now. Your light is fully on and shining. So people are going to be attracted to you, and the universe is trying to get you used to people coming up to you, essentially in the near future, like in droves, right? All right, so let's now go into money. What's going on with your money energies? The month of July. Okay, Page of Wands. It's funny because it was like upright and then it flipped. Okay, so I feel like there's like this new venture that you're excited about, and it's just like the first of many, and you get really excited because like, oh wow, like yeah, this is a great opportunity. It's going to allow me to get more money, or give me an opportunity to get more resources, or expand my career or business in the way that I want to, or allow me to get the loan for this down payment, or for this extension, or for like this new car or whatever. And you see this opportunity for money as like, wow, this is great, I should take it. And then something tells you, no, maybe you should hold back a little bit, because that is the first opportunity of many. Let's see, can you confirm, Spirit? King of Wands. Yeah, see you're holding tight because there's a better opportunity coming ahead. So this is just Spirit saying like, yeah, you might want to jump on the first opportunity because it's been a minute and you've been waiting for a good opportunity and money to come through. It feels like everything has been awful in terms of opportunities for money for Lightworkers this year thus far, but it's coming here. So let's see. Get some confirmations. Okay. Yeah. It's just because it feels like you haven't had a good opportunity of money come in for like ever. You know, there might have been some like highs and lows with your finances over the years, but there hasn't been anything substantial, a substantial opportunity in money. Um, Maybe you tried out a lot of ideas. Maybe you've changed a lot of things. You did a lot of inner work. You tried different solutions, ideas, opportunities, and it just felt like nothing really worked. And maybe it did for a little while, but then it just kind of fizzled away, or it wasn't long lasting. Or maybe the ideas that you have are more 5D and it doesn't really work for 3D, and you try to make it work. You try to do you're living honestly, living from a place of light and love. Like, you don't want to do anything that you wouldn't want to do just for money. You want to do something that's meaningful, that helps people or is enjoyed by people. Okay, so what is the situation now? Okay. Okay, 2 cards want to pop up. Let's see, 7 of Wands and Ace of Swords. Yeah, it just feels like you've been fighting for so long, that you're just happy to get an opportunity, and a good one at that. But I feel like very soon after you get even a better opportunity that's like long lasting, and that's when you know, like, that's the one I need to take. There might be several opportunities that come through for you this month. It might be one after another, but there's at least one for all the light workers that are watching this reading. There is at least one, and Spirit is saying, like, I know you want to jump at it, but if you can hold off, listen to your own intuition and your own guidance. But if you can hold off, there's a better opportunity coming in the same month. So, and you'll know Ace of Swords, like, you'll know right away, like, that's the one. Yeah, it's just kind of like there's a little bit of infighting, maybe even kind of standing up for this idea. Sorry, I'm still in that kind of like mind fog energy, and I mentioned in the first part that's because of a lot of subconscious work that the higher beings and the universe and these energies are working on us with. And then also I'm doing like a parasite cleanse slash switching my diet, so it's like a combination of things, but I swear my channeling's on point no matter what. But yeah, so there might be more than one things, but yeah, that you have to kind of like tell yourself, like, this is the right thing to do. Like, we should hold off. Like, this opportunity is good, but, like, hey, they gave us 2 weeks, and I feel like I want to take the full 2 weeks to really look through my options. And in that 2 weeks, you might get another opportunity that's even more perfect, and even better, long lasting, a bigger opportunity, a much more resonant opportunity. And you'll know when this opportunity comes in, you'll know. And I feel like it comes in like a week after this first one does. So you're kind of glad that you kind of held off. And this is like a smaller opportunity, so it's like, yeah, if you don't get it this time, like, the opportunity might arise again in a few weeks or a few months from now, that same kind of opportunity or similar. But this opportunity, this is the opportunity that that you can work with, that you can build up to even bigger things in the future. But there's a little bit of infighting I'm getting, where you're kind of like have to prove to yourself, like, or explain to yourself that, like, no, this is the right thing to do. Like, I should hold off. I should wait a little bit. I shouldn't just take action right away without thinking things through. And it pays off. And there might be even people around you, like family and friends, or who are just telling you like, this is a good opportunity, take it, so you have to like defend your reasoning to yourself and to others maybe, but just a heads up. All right, now we're looking at career. What's going on in terms of your career or projects that you're working on at this time in July. Okay, the 7 of Wands, and it kind of like popped up and then went back into the deck. Okay. So I feel like with the 7 of Wands here, I feel like this money opportunity is related to something that you're working on or will be working on. Okay. What is this? Career opportunity. A change up. 6 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Like the 6 of Pentacles here. Yeah, it is charitable. It is of like service to light, service to others based career opportunity, or something that you can do in your business to help others at this time. And this is something that you have no apprehension about. Like you're like, this is something I'm going to go forward with. Absolutely. I know it. I've always known it. This is what I got to do. It's something small. Something small that you can do, that you can contribute your skill, your knowledge, your resources in order to help others, to be in the light, service to others. Queen of Wands, yeah. With the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands here, I feel like this isn't, you don't do this alone. I feel like this is like you do this with a friend, or a friend gives you this idea and you're like, yeah, I can help with this. So this is an idea that comes to you, or an opportunity that comes to you, and you're like, yeah, sure, I can help out. I can definitely do that with my company or with my business or with my knowledge and skill. Like, yeah, I can take a weekend to do this, or that's something I would like to add to my business, or an event I would like to help host or be a part of, or put my business's name out there. Yeah, but this is something that someone else recommends. Let's see. Oh, this kind of flew at my face. Kind of hit my nose there almost. Yeah, the page of cups. There it is. That's the person. Yep. This is something that your divine counterpart actually recommends. It could be in regards to your work, your company, your career, or it could be just something outside of work. It's something like charitable. A small side project or side gig, or something additional you can add on to your business, that like or like a one-time event or something that you and this person might do together, or that you get asked to help out in some way and you're like, yeah, sure, I can help in this way. You're confident in your abilities, or in the amount of resources you have, or what you have to give. It's funny because the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands is like head to head. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like you're going on dates, or you're kind of like getting to know each other and stuff, but you don't really like see it just yet. But it's like right underneath your nose. It's like right there. Like, this is the person. Like, at first you just kind of don't think much of it. Just want to get more. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Interesting. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Wow. Yeah, the thing is, like, I feel like you're doing so well in your life. Maybe you're doing so well in your health, with your career, with whatever you're working on, projects around the home, personal projects, and hobbies. And you have such a good sense of peace, a strong sense of peace here, that you're not really paying attention to these like signs the universe is like throwing at you. There might even be like a love-hate relationship with this person. Maybe not hate. Hate is a strong word, but maybe they're kind of like competition for you, or they might be your boss, or they might be the supervisor of that department, or that they might be the leader, the go-to person for that charity or something like that. So you're not really thinking much of it. You're like, oh yeah, that person's cute, but cool. I'm being asked to do a task, and I will do this task. It helps other people, and I have the know-how or the knowledge or the resources or the skills. I'm going to do it. But there is a little bit of that, like, who does that person think they are? Telling me what to do. Or do you think that their ideas are better than mine? Are they trying to just use me? But like, not really, because you have such a strong sense of self that nothing really anyone does really irks you. But there is like a little bit like, oh, if this was like me 5 years ago, I might take this the wrong way, or I might not approach this person in the way that I am now. But for most of you, I'm just saying that like you're both just very passionate about your work or this service to others, that like you both don't really like see each other completely yet. Like you are subliminally checking each other out. Like you're like, oh yeah, this person's good at this. Like let me keep that in mind. Or like, oh yeah, that person did a really good job on that task. Like that's really cool. Like I would love to have them on my personal team or something. I'm not getting any animosity. I just feel like there's a slight bit of competition, or a slight bit of like checking the other person out. Like, oh, that person's got game. Or that person has skills. They know their stuff. Or that's an interesting person. Or they really did a great job on the project. Or they did it the same way I would, or something like that. But there's like a little bit of like, yeah, noticing that other person. Oh, cool. I know. I see you. All right. So let's now go into your environment. So what's going on in your environment, your home or your workplace or wherever you spend the most time. Okay, the Tower card in reverse, which is my sign for something awesome happening out of the blue that seems miraculous, that you did not see coming, that you could have not planned for, and it's a good thing. I do see some people finding like that perfect location. If you're planning to move somewhere else, like finding the right place that you want to move to, or finding the perfect home, or apartment, flat, or finding the right community. Maybe it's a community or like neighborhood that you've been eyeing or didn't know that you needed or wanted, or been looking for, searching for, something like that. So I do feel something like that for a lot of light workers, where you're going to find your where you might call your home base for a long while. Ooh, sorry for that noise. The Magician popped out. Okay. With a bang. So it's like magic. So I'm getting from Spirit, yeah, it's going to feel like magic. Like it just came out of nowhere, this opportunity, this situation. Wow. Okay, so what is this opportunity, this situation? The Star card, I love that in reverse. So this is a wish granted. A wish granted. Oh, how beautiful. That's amazing. That's what you want to see. Okay, so this is like a dream come true. Maybe it doesn't have to be a place outside of where you are. Maybe something happens where like the annoying neighbors around you finally leave, or the land dispute for the boundaries is finally you win, it's in your favor, or like the something extension you want to put on your home is finally approved, or you finally get to redo the living room or the kitchen that you've always wanted to do. But I feel like for most of you, because of these three major arcana, it's something much bigger than that. So I do feel like, and I have seen a lot of light workers being able to go somewhere where there's a higher frequency land. Like literally the land is high frequency. And it's going to help you keep your vibes, keep your frequency high, while all these big changes happen on the world stage, right? So everything is pretty good there in terms of home situation. Let's see. In terms of home, okay. Brother, I love that. Yeah, so I do feel like you're going to be living with your divine counterpart or your platonic soulmate, friend, or just around a community or people. At least two. I did say like at least two come in. You're going to live like closer to both of them or one of them, or even with one of them. And so I did say it for a very, very long time. Around this time, light workers are going to be harmonying with their divine counterpart. If not your divine counterpart, then a platonic soulmate friend, and you're going to have the divine counterpart come in slowly. So you can kind of have someone that understands these physical changes that we're going to go through because of the ascension. So we're literally having physical upgrades to our body, and we are meant to be kind of partnered off and have a friend as well, or even a few friends around the same area that you physically live in, so you guys can support each other and help each other while you go through these physical body changes, which makes sense that your physical home might be changing. If you're staying where you are, the home or the land around you might be increasing in frequency. But a lot of you are going to go somewhere where you can have more high frequency land and more high frequency homes, building materials, okay, and people. And of course, the easiest way to do that is be closer to nature, or land that's more untouched by man or destroyed by negative dark energies or anything. So yeah, wow, a beautiful energy of big changes in terms of your environment. And I did get this energy of like light workers with this upgrade of your body happening, like going from 3D to 5D, getting becoming a more energetic body. You're going to also have a bubble around you. You're going to have more protection, but a kind of a bubble that kind of protects you from anything negative 3D. Because again, you probably heard this a lot already, but like once you're in 5D, nothing from lower dimensions can pierce through and interrupt your love and light energies. So you're going to have this like protection of a bubble protection around you. So no matter where you go, like nothing bad can happen to you. No negative or dark energies can affect you or enter you. All right, so let's go into spiritual. Let's see the spiritual message that Spirit has for you at this time. Are there any lessons, inner work, anything you need to be aware of at this time on a larger scale? Okay, there is some sort of conflict, but with the 5 there, I feel like it's physical changes. 2 of Swords, yeah. There's a little bit of unnerving energies because you're stepping into the 5D. So as you go into anything that you're not sure what will look like or what the physics of 5D will look like, is your vision going to change? Is it going to be a completely different world, or is it this world seen with a different lens or improved? Is it a layer on top of this dimension? What is going on with 5D? Who knows? No one knows for sure, right? We all have our guesses. We all have our pieces of the puzzle. We all put them together, but we don't really know until we experience it and go through it. It's kind of like death, right? So there's a little bit of a anxious energy from Lightworkers, stepping into the unknown, as would happen with in any situation, right? I'm gonna pull. So what does Spirit have to say about that? Creator Great Gateway Chakra. Yeah, and it's also because you're opening up your heart chakra and your crown chakra and all your chakras even more, because you're safe to do so. You're entering a safe space, a safe energy where you're allowed to keep your energy open without the fear of negative energies finding its way in, or like other people's energies that's not yours or for your highest best good that you don't need, right? And so you're connecting to higher and higher levels of your higher self, of higher and higher like energy beings and dimensions. That feels kind of uncomfortable sometimes too. It's just the 13 here, we had a lot of Empress cards. It's like you're becoming super intuitive, super spiritual. You're connecting on such a high level, more than you ever have. No matter where you are in your spiritual journey, you're connecting on a level you have never connected on before. And there might be many times that you felt like, yeah, no, I'm connected. I'm very super connected at this time. You're like crying at how beautiful it is, in meditation or whatever, however you connected. No, this is on another level. Like you've never experienced this. And it's because your body is integrating with 5D energies that you can now like, your awareness can now open up to higher and higher energies. Okay, and I've also talked about that in my previous energy updates. So if you're new to the channel, you can go through that if you're like interested in the spiritual energies going on. Mindful wisdom, create inner harmony. Yeah, so the trick here, Spirit is saying, is to just stay calm and move along. Like, no, you have to like, because like your ego might be freaking out, or your inner child, or different aspects of you, but your higher self knows, and deep inside of you like this is all happening for your highest best good. So it's gonna feel uncomfortable, but you just kind of deal with it. It's kind of where you have to just trust the process. I'm getting this image of like just like of me like laying on my bed and just kind of like sometimes when energy comes through and I'm like, I don't know what's happening, and it's kind of freaky sometimes, like what's happening with my body and my mind. It's just like, just let it happen. Like sometimes when I'm meditating, like I'll go into a trance, like a trance meditation, and it's like, what is happening? But you just kind of go with it. You just kind of dance along with it and just kind of move with it and you just go along with it. And then you're like, I know I'll come out the other end, but it's just kind of like, what is happening? The Spirit's like, just like, yeah, just go with it, like flow with it. Like as if you're in a trance meditation, or what's it called? A transcendental dance, trance dancing, whatever it's called. Guardian of Cups, which is Queen of Cups. Wow, what such intuitive cards. Okay, 28. Number of abundance. This is their gift to you. You're getting a lots of abundance, as well. Abundance of resources, people coming in, abundance of opportunities, money, things like that. But you're also getting an abundance of spiritual energy, and like Spirit's like, don't you forget it. Like this is like priority number one, right? The point is you're upgrading your energies, you're upgrading your energetic body, your physical body, This is their gift to you, I'm hearing. This is our gift to you. This is our gift to you. Table. Hard work ahead. Family sorrow. Yeah, so this is a period of time where you might not be connecting with 3D folks much anymore, including your old friends or family members that might not be awakened yet, like stepping into new experience. Yeah, and this is where you're going to be practicing a lot of your new new abilities, talking to extra dimensional beings, higher energetic beings, almost like one-on-one, getting used to your new telepathic abilities and manifestation abilities. Very exciting time. There's a lot going on there. I've explained more in details in past energy updates of this year, but yeah, what a beautiful reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna do the what good luck is coming in for you in third part, just because this is a lot, right? But yeah, I hope I see you in that one, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Much love and light, my beautiful friend.